You guys were in that entire game. When you walk away from it, what do you feel about it?
Well, it really came down to loose balls. I mean, I let one go. Amon-Ra let one go, and I feel like that was the difference, in this game. Really, just coming down to us. I felt like they couldn't stop our offense, and I felt like defense was really I felt like defense was getting stops, and really it just came to those loose balls, and they did a good job of not really letting us go deep. Here you go, watch out. Really staying outside and just playing cover 2 and stuff. Thank you. So they just had a good game plan, and they just got loose balls.
Have you noticed that trend in the second half? Cal, UCLA this week, where you guys do start out hot and then they kind of shut you guys down in the second half.
I felt like we never got cold. It's just those plays really, penalties and then loose balls really got to us, and there was a couple calls that were iffy. I felt like my catch that they didn't call a catch. I felt like that was a catch, and I felt like they should have reviewed the one in the back of the end zone. At least give it a look. But yeah. So and then we got a couple penalties and holding calls, and we didn't get some calls. But that's how it's been going this whole year. So
yeah. Why is the first half a lot cleaner? It's been nearly every game.
I really don't know, to be honest with you. It's not that we're not giving effort. It's just.
No, I know.
I really can't. Really can't pinpoint a reason.
It seems like the other team adjusts to you guys. They adjust to what you're able to do. And there's not a plan B from you guys. Not that you're the coach.
I feel like it really just comes down to penalties, in the second quarter. Maybe we get tired, or we just aren't thinking straight, and it really hurts because I felt like they didn't do anything that really stopped us. We would get second and short, and then we get a penalty coming back, and it's second and then it's second and 7 or second and 13 or something like that. So really, it really comes down to us. We keep beating us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work really hard next year, and we're gonna work so hard that this never happens again. And I'm just gonna get on our guys, and I'm gonna get on my own stuff because I certainly didn't play a perfect game. There's 2 or 3 plays that I wish that I could really get back.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
It sounds like Clay Helton's coming back. No one knows definitively, but that's just the impression that we got.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been told?
I hope so, because as a head coach, he really has to take the blame, but kind of being inside.
Yeah.
He can't really play the game for us. He has the most fire like out of anybody, and we just have to match that. And he came out with like a good plan, because I felt like they didn't stop our offense. I mean, like, we had good total yards. It's just we weren't finishing red zone, and just those little ticky-tack things like penalties and fumbles, which aren't ticky-tack, but like fumbles and stuff. I mean, that's really not him. Like,
sure,
that's just on us as players. Like, we got to be more like disciplined, and we just got to hang on to like the ball. So,
are you confident though that he's returning?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've had talks with him. If something does happen, then I will be shocked.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm a big Coach Helton guy.
You are.
Always have been. And I mean, times aren't always going to be good. I mean, like, you got to stick with them like through like the rough times, because I feel like next year this like isn't going to happen again. Is the majority of the locker room in the same place that you are in terms of their support? I think so. Yeah, because really, I felt like JT really had a solid game today. I felt like he played really well, and I felt like our run game went really well. It just comes down to those penalties and loose balls.
Yeah.
And I felt like, as a player, I felt like JT took like a big step today. And yeah, so moving forward, I think it looks good.
I was just wondering though if you felt like the locker room was behind Clay the majority of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that everybody supports Clay, and I do. So,
Yeah.
yeah.